Now to the segment you've all been waiting for. But on November 15th at AT&T Stadium, Mike Tyson will enter the ring to battle Jake Paul.
Just 1 week before the highly anticipated legend versus influencer showdown, Mike Tyson has dropped a bombshell by pulling out of his fight with Jake Paul. Fans were eagerly awaiting the clash of Tyson's legendary power against Paul's unorthodox style. But now the fight is off. Tyson's sudden withdrawal has left everyone wondering whether it was a change of heart or if his body simply couldn't keep up. The July ulcer incident seemed to be behind him, but it appears to have resurfaced. This unexpected turn of events leaves fans and pundits alike in a state of uncertainty.
He finished boxing 20 years ago. He was shot. Agreed? Like, I know you don't upset anyone, but everyone agrees with that. So you think that 20 years on, it's okay for him to go back into a ring?
After all the drama and delays, Jake Paul's fight against Mike Tyson was rescheduled for November 15th, 2024 at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The showdown is back on, leaving everyone wondering, will Tyson show up with his old-school thunder, or will Jake Paul finally get his chance to shine? Only time will tell. Tyson's last-minute withdrawal from the initial fight raised questions about his health, commitment to the sport, and overall intentions. This isn't the first time Tyson has cancelled a fight due to health issues. In July, he had to bow out of a planned bout because of an ulcer flare-up during a flight. His recent habit of cancelling fights has only fueled further speculation. Stay tuned for updates as the fight date approaches.
That's tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5.
Health issues can arise unexpectedly, and Tyson's camp insists that he's fine, physically fit, and back to training. However, there's a sense that something fishy might be going on behind the scenes. Typically, when a fighter like Tyson prepares for a high-profile match, you'd expect an army of trainers, nutritionists, and specialists working together to get him into peak condition. But that hasn't been the case this time. Tyson claims he's telling the truth, and maybe the ulcer is still causing problems, preventing him from making the fight. However, looking at the bigger picture, it seems Tyson might have been searching for a way out. Facing Jake Paul, a young, hungry fighter in his prime, could have been more daunting than Tyson anticipated. The fact that Tyson's camp can't seem to prove he's been putting in the necessary work only raises more doubts. Fans are understandably skeptical, and they have every right to be. This isn't just a minor setback for Tyson. It's a massive letdown for fans who were excited about the fight. They were promised a true clash between two generations. Tyson, the aging legend, against Paul, the internet sensation trying to establish himself in the ring. Now, the whole thing has been cancelled, which is a huge disappointment. Talking about Jake Paul for a moment, the guy has built his entire career off viral internet videos, drama, and fighting people who aren't exactly the toughest boxers. But this fight with Tyson was supposed to be his defining moment. It was supposed to be the point where Paul finally proved he wasn't just some internet clown trying to make a name for himself in boxing. It was his shot to go up against a real legend and cement himself as more than just a YouTube star. So when Tyson pulls out, you can imagine the kind of gut punch that lands for Paul and his fans. Paul's initial reaction was one of numbness. Understandably so, considering the months of intense training and preparation geared toward one fight, only to have the rug pulled out from under him at the last moment. This was more than just a logistical setback. It was a psychological blow. The whole point of this fight was to elevate his career and prove to everyone that he's more than just a YouTube personality who got lucky in the boxing ring. Without Tyson, what was he left with? Tyson's camp insists that the withdrawal was due to health issues, but skeptics argue that it looks like Tyson is trying to avoid a fight he suddenly realizes he's not ready for. The reality might be that Tyson, despite his legendary status, isn't physically prepared to go toe-to-toe with a younger, fitter opponent like Paul. who is accustomed to the grind of consistent boxing training. Tyson has been out of the game for a long time, and age doesn't care about legacy. At 58, he might have come to the harsh realization that he isn't in the shape he used to be. This whole saga has been a roller coaster. The Tyson-Paul fight was initially supposed to happen back in July, but was called off when Tyson pulled out, leaving fans in shock. But just when everyone thought it was over, Tyson pulled the ultimate plot twist. The fight was back on, rescheduled for November 15, 2024, at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The excitement reignited, but so did the drama. 2 months ago, fans were joking about Tyson needing a cane and a walker to get into the ring. Now, Tyson is rolling back into the boxing scene in grand fashion, with the kind of power that can turn a punch into a viral meme. He's bringing the heat this time, right? If there's one thing we've learned from this saga, it's that Mike Tyson is a walking plot twist. He's been training, or so we've heard, and even if he's a few years older, he still packs a punch that could knock out a building. But the memory of the ulcer mishap in July lingers, leaving everyone wondering if he really has it together now. Jake Paul, on the other hand, is scrambling. Fans are pissed, and the boxing world has a gaping hole in its calendar. Talk about an anticlimax. Will Tyson actually show up this time? Will he go toe-to-toe with Jake Paul, the internet sensation turned boxer who's not here for the casual fans' amusement? After all the drama, the outcome is still uncertain. Paul is probably over here refreshing his inbox like it's Christmas morning, hoping Tyson doesn't pull out again. Jake's had enough drama with this fight to fill an entire season of reality TV. This fight was supposed to be Paul's moment, his chance to prove himself against a real boxer, and now his shot is finally here. He wants to shut everyone up, or at least try to. All the back and forth has only made the fight of the year messier, and probably more entertaining too. Will Tyson show up with his legendary "I'm back, baby" energy? Will Jake Paul rise to the occasion and prove he's more than just an internet phenomenon? Or is this just another chapter in an ongoing circus? Tyson's last-minute withdrawal from the initial bout raised questions about his health, commitment, and overall intentions. This isn't the first time he's cancelled a fight due to health issues. In July, he had to bow out of a planned bout because of an ulcer flare-up during a flight. His recent habit of cancelling fights has fueled further speculation. Fans are understandably skeptical, and they have every right to be. This isn't just a minor setback for Tyson. It's a massive letdown for fans who were excited about the fight. They were promised a true clash between two generations. Tyson, the aging legend, against Paul, the internet sensation trying to establish himself in the ring. Now the whole thing has been cancelled, which is a huge disappointment. Talking about Jake Paul for a moment, the guy has built his entire career off viral internet videos, drama, and fighting people who aren't exactly the toughest boxers. But this fight with Tyson was supposed to be his defining moment. It was supposed to be the point where Paul finally proved he wasn't just some internet clown trying to make a name for himself in boxing. It was his shot to go up against a real legend and cement himself as more than just a YouTube star. So when Tyson pulls out, you can imagine the kind